Hi guys, happy Tuesday and the start of your week. I hope you're all still staying sane and doing things that are good for you, not just doing schoolwork and not just playing video games and not just watching Netflix. Don't worry, I'll give you lots of opportunity to do fun stuff this week. So we're starting a new unit. It is Transcendentalism. It is one of my absolute favorite units that we're gonna do. So I want you to take some time to kind of let go of your I hate school vibe that you got going on and just kind of enjoy this one because I think you'll really like it. So Transcendentalism. This is everything you need. Everything is in our Transcendentalism tab on Haiku. So go to the tab. Do not just click assignments. You'll be missing a lot of important information, okay? The first thing that's on there is a packet. So you have some background knowledge that you're going to get from a web quest on there. I'm not taking up the web quest, but if you don't know what Transcendentalism is, you're not going to be able to do any of this other work, okay? I've also made it a lot of your own writing and your own ideas, so you can't cheat on this one. Okay, there's also a chart. If you want to utilize the chart while you read, you may. It is for your benefit. These are notes you can use when you write your essay later, because at the end of this, there is an essay. Okay. So Transcendentalism basically is a shift it's a very first American movement, the first American philosophy and literature. So we are shifting from super duper religious, like with the Crucible, even with the Faustian legends, the focus on like a specific religion, into more spiritualism and more emphasis on the individual and how that individual influences the world more than it is on necessarily like a God. So they're going to talk about God a little bit, but they don't mean like the Puritan God like they've been looking at or the Christian God we've been looking at. They mean whatever you think is God. This is a much more of a push towards religious freedom than we've seen so far in American ideology. It's a really cool shift. We had a couple of feature authors. Ralph Waldo Emerson and Henry David Thoreau are two of my favorite, and those are the two we're going to look at the most. So your whole syllabus and what day everything's due and all that stuff is all on the online learning tab. So look at that. But when you get in here, the first thing we want you to do is your web quest. Spend a little time with it. Get information. Learn something. If you still have questions, ask me. This is a time where I'm super okay with you Googling for further information. Okay? But Transcendentalism is a shift from the idea of religion to the idea of spiritualism, from the idea of like worry about everybody, the community is the most important, to the individual being the most important. This is a movement where we get the all about you attitude, where we come together as a country to decide that one size does not fit all. What's right for you may not be right for him, and that's okay, because we're different people, have different needs, wants, and desires, and that's okay. It's really cool because without the Transcendentalism movement, we would, honest to God, not have school the way we do now. Well, not right now, but like normal school. We wouldn't have the idea of focusing on the student. We wouldn't have clubs and choices for you, because now your education is kind of individualized. You get to pick what level you want to be in. You get to pick honors or AP or regular. You get to pick extracurriculars, and it's based on what you want. You go to college based on what you want to be when you grow up. It's not just like a generalized program for everybody. So without the Transcendentalism movement, we wouldn't have the American ideals that we have today. It's super duper important in shaping the thoughts and philosophies of the American people. Though it took place in the 1800s, it still matters now. When we're looking at Transcendentalism, it is a direct response to the Industrial Revolution, which I'm sure you've learned about in history class. The Industrial Revolution was a lot of machines and focus on like forward progression, which isn't a bad thing. But most of the Transcendentalists wanted to push the focus to nature and what can man do. It's kind of a shift away from machine and towards man and what we're capable of, which is pretty cool. Also, as a side note, when it says man, it means like humanity. Not just men, it means men and women, okay? But like all of humanity is included. When you read things that says like a man is, it just means a human. It can be a man or a woman or a non-binary person, whatever you choose, that is your choice. It's not pushing that on anyone. It's offering the most choices American people have really ever had when it comes to philosophy. Before this, you couldn't pick your own religion, not really. Think about Crucible. You can't pick your own religion there. You do exactly what they tell you to do. This is a shift to whatever you want, you get to believe. And that's pretty cool. So you're going to read a clip from nature, and part of your assignment is to go outside, and I mean that, go outside, okay? Then we're going to read about self-reliance, the importance of you relying on yourself, and what that looks like. And then I'm going to have you watch a video, a TV show actually, and look at another excerpt of a man who lived by a lake for a year with no technology, no nothing. It's very much a shift towards what can man do by himself. It is not what can machines do for us. It is what can we do? What is the power of the individual? When given the opportunity, what can individuals do? It's a really cool movement. So get over to that haiku tab, get reading, get involved. I have everything listed and ready for you for this week. I'll have next week's assignments ready probably by Thursday. Okay. As a side note, I'm thinking about doing a Zoom meeting sometime this week so I can see your beautiful faces because I miss you so much and I would love to check in with you. The Zoom meeting won't be an assignment per se, but just me being able to check in with you, see how you're doing, smile, wave, not just through the YouTube screen. Okay? Get over there to Haiku and get some work done. Love you.